What's going on, guys? Just wanted to give you a quick overview of my Balisong collection. I've been buying and selling and trading now for a while, and I've gone through many knives, and this is just kind of a summary of my thoughts. I've learned what I like, what I don't like, and it's been good for me to try different knives and say, you know what, I don't think I like that knife, and I kind of want to go after something else. So this is just my collection. It has a good range, and let's be honest, I love talking about knives. My wife's not home, my daughter's not home, I'm bored as shit, so I was like, let's show these guys my entire collection. So that's what we're gonna do. So first up, let's just get it started. I have the Tachyon 2. This is the Tonto version. This has titanium handles. The handles are stone washed. They stopped making these a few years ago, so they are becoming increasingly harder to find, especially stock. Now, the only thing that I've done to this is remove the stock block spacers and threw on these brass kuski barrels, which definitely made the knife lighter and made it a better flipper, in my opinion. And again, this is just my opinions. There's going to be people out there who have different opinions, who like different things, who don't like what I like, and that's fine. But I wanted to make this video just to kind of show you guys my whole collection and give you my thoughts. Let's see here. I'm just going to pick random. I'm not going to go in any order. Next up, I have my Tachyon 2 Bowie. This was like one of my grails for the longest time. I would see these pop up, and of course they were super expensive to buy since they've been discontinued, and I've just always wanted one of these. So finally I got one. I actually had two last week, this same model, and I ended up selling one of them, and I got this one in a trade. This one is mint. It's stock, or close to mint anyways, and it's stock, and I absolutely love it. Flips like a dream. Alright, up next, let's pull out this guy. You guys know what this is. So this is the Channel Alpha Beast. This is the pilot run, so they released about 200 of these back in February. A few days ago they dropped the latchless chabs. I was unable to get one. They only released 12, unfortunately, and so I'm sure a lot of guys like me were pretty bummed that they didn't get one. But I'm hearing that they are going to do another latchless drop at some point this year. So this is like in my top 3 favorite knives for sure. This thing sounds amazing. It flips amazing. All around great knife. I love the channeled handles. Definitely, if you can get one of these, I highly recommend it. Alright, up next, this is my Kuski rep. This has titanium handles. It has an alt blade. It's missing one of the send pin screws. But yeah, this thing is awesome. Now this one right here is kind of a custom. Kuski made the handles a little bit thicker than usual, and so this one, it has a little bit of weight to it, but it still flips like a dream. I love it. Okay, up next, let's pull this one out. This is Grail material. So this is the Konohishi by Ryworks. This is the Osoraku blade profile. This was my grail for a while. So I was super stoked when I had the opportunity to get one directly from him. This dude's like attention to detail and his just overall presentation is probably one of the best I've ever seen. This knife comes in like a really nice wooden box. You get like a nice decorated cloth with it, and yeah, it's just all around a great knife. I really love it, and honestly, it's probably one of the best sounding knives in my opinion. Up next, here we have the Squid Industries Kraken. They just released these. This is their first live blade. This blade profile reminds me of a 47. This Balisong right here, I think it was $220, is an amazing flipper for the price. Super stoked on what Squid Industries is doing. I think they completely nailed it. The only thing that I wish would happen is I hope to one day see a titanium handled version, because that would be amazing. These handles are made out of aluminum, and yeah, all around great knife. This thing flips wonderfully. It just floats. Sounds great, and the price is great. So this is like a must-have for any flipper. Alright, next up we have, this is the Benchmade 43 Black, or BK. This is a part of the 4X series, which is now discontinued. Benchmade, get your shit together, bring this back, or bring some titanium Balisong back besides the 87. The channel titanium on these handles is great. I mean, I don't know why they stopped doing these, and they're missing out on a ton of money. And I don't know, I just think the general consensus of the community is the 6X is just kind of ass, and Benchmade needs to listen to the consumer and get back to this stuff. I mean, this is a great knife, you know, and for its time when this was out, this was like, you know, not much could beat this at the time. So the prices are pretty high on these right now. I do think they're a little overhyped, like, meaning I don't think they're worth, you know, $600-700, and that's what these are going for now. But it's still a really cool knife, and I'm glad I have one. All right. Next up, got my BRS Rep. Now this has channel spacers in them, channel G10. This thing, oops, adjust that real quick. I love this knife. It's super comfy. Has a great sound. The channel spacers give it a nice feel to it. This is, for the price, the best knife on the market, in my opinion. For $270, $300, the way this thing flips is just absolutely incredible, and not much out there is going to beat it. So if you're a flipper or you're thinking about getting into the hobby, go pick up a BRS Replicant. You will not be disappointed. This knife, to this day, is still one of my favorite knives to flip. It's just so fun and satisfying. I don't know what it is. It's just the sound, just everything about it is just great. They nailed it on this. Alright, next up we have the OSP Matrix, the auto fanner. This thing just literally fans on command. I'm holding a giant iPad while trying to flip, and I can't really see myself flipping, so that's why it sucks right now. But yeah, this knife is great. Jay over at OSP completely designed this knife for flippers. The engineering is amazing. These handles are so comfortable. The tolerances are great. Has a great weight distribution, and like I said, I mean, this thing just fans like nothing else. And this is probably one of my favorite Balisongs, between this and the Kono, and then the third would probably be my Chab, my Channel Alpha Beast. Yeah, this is definitely up there. Jay, you killed it. I hope you keep making new stuff. But yeah, this thing is absolutely incredible. I know that, you know, the wait times for these can be a little long, but if you have the chance to get one, this is one of the Balisongs that I think is actually worth the money. Because, you know, there's a lot of expensive Balisongs out there, and you know, sometimes I feel they're a little overhyped. This one actually lives up to the hype and is worth every penny. And then last two, I guess I should say, aren't really knives, they're just trainers. This is my squid trainer, the V2.5. This is like my ultimate beater right here. Great knife. Lucas and Squid Industries made a great trainer for the price. I think it's like $150, $170, somewhere around there. And this thing flips great, so definitely recommend it. And last but not least, if I can find it, is this bad boy. Oops. So this is the Nautilus. They just dropped this at Blade Show a few weeks ago, and has channeled aluminum handles, G10 scales, and it's a great knife, definitely, or a great trainer. Definitely recommend picking one of these up. It's super light, but I live in California and you can't legally carry Balisongs around, so, and I'm a dad, so this thing is like perfect for me to mess around with when I'm in public, or you know, if I'm around my daughter, or if I'm around family members that get weirded out by knives. Like, a trainer is mandatory for me, and if I'm gonna get a trainer, it's gonna be from Squid Industries. So, but yeah, that's it. That's a quick overview of what I have. You know, my knife collection is always changing. I try and flip every single knife that I own. I just love knives, and I wanted to share them with you guys, you know, talk about them. It's one of my passions, and if you have any questions about any of these, let me know. Also, let me know which one of these knives is your favorite out of the ones that I own, and let me know what your grail is. Again, I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but like I said, my wife's not home, my daughter's not home right now, got bored, and might start making some more videos just to, when I get bored, and give you guys something to watch. I've like watched every single knife video on YouTube possible, and I noticed that there's like not much content on Balisong, so I figured, why not? Let's start making some videos. So, alright guys, I'm going to shut up. Hope you guys have a good one. Let me know if you have any questions.